Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today I will be interviewing a stand-up comedy legend. He was at the Comedy Store in the late 70s to the 80s. His name is Jackson Perdue. Jackson, I used to watch him on An Evening at the Improv when I was a kid and all those like stand-up comedy cable shows and stuff. He had a pretty funny act. And he was a long-haired guy, and he was pretty damn funny. And I'm having him on the podcast today to talk about, his career, the Comedy Store, just stories about the Comedy Store and going on the road, and the trajectory he was on, and all the stand-up comedy he's doing now and stuff. And it's going to be pretty cool, I think. It's going to be pretty cool. I love interviewing these old Comedy Store comedians and finding out about the history of the comedy boom in the 70s and 80s. So yeah, here is my interview with Jackson Perdue.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Is this Tommy?
Yeah.
Hey, good, man. Do you want to do this thing now?
Yeah, is that cool?
How long is it going to take?
About 25 minutes or so.
Okay. All
right.
Yeah, I was just about to leave, but I'll do this real quick just to get it out of the way.
Okay, cool. So welcome to the show. It's such an honor. I used to watch you.
The show, is it on now?
Yeah, recording.
Okay, I'm outside. Let me go back inside. And see the deal. 1 second. Okay.
All
right, go ahead.
Yeah, it's such an honor for you taking the time today. I used to watch you on An Evening at the Improv when I was a kid. And so going back to the beginning, did you know early on that you were funny?
Yeah, I knew I was funny. Sure, I started when I was 18, so it's the only thing I ever really did.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch comedians on TV?
Yeah, but mostly I listened, at that time, comedy albums were big, so I listened to albums, listened to all those Bill Cosby albums, and then when I first heard Richard Pryor, and that was it for me, then I was hooked.
Mm-hmm. Big George Carlin guy?
George Carlin, yeah, George. Yeah, listen to that, Cheech and Chong, all those albums that came out in the 70s. I started in 77.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So all those albums that, like I said, comedy albums were big in the 60s and 70s,
Yeah, the golden age of comedy.
You hear something and you go, hey, man, that's me. I could do that.
Yeah, the golden age of comedy records. Did you watch any comedians on TV, like on the Ed Sullivan Show and stuff?
Yeah, I watched all those, but, none of them really resonated. I guess the one that resonated with me probably was Freddie Prinze, when I saw Freddie, because he was young and, ethnic. And I said, yeah, okay, yeah, that's me. I could do that. So he was kind of influential, of the young comics, but the other ones I didn't so much relate to. I like Woody Allen. I was a big Woody Allen fan.
Yeah, Woody's great. Freddie Prinze and who are like overall all your influences?
Well, Richard Pryor. I'd say Richard Pryor's number one. Then Groucho Marx. I like Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
And I like Bugs Bunny. Groucho Marx is Bugs Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Woody. And, Freddie. And that guy named Phil Silvers. You know who Phil Silvers was?
Yeah, Sergeant Bilko.
Yeah, exactly. Sergeant Bilko. See, my thing is a quick, snappy.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
So you said you started comedy in '77?
Yeah, I started at the Comedy Store. And the first place I ever did it was at San Diego State. They had an open mic night, and I tried it there twice until I realized I was at the wrong venue. And then I was in the Comedy Store in San Diego when it first opened up, and then, they all laughed at the right places. And then I used to just go up to L.A. I'm from San Diego. I used to hitchhike up to L.A. and do the open mic nights there.
Mm-hmm. Was Sandy running the San Diego one at the time?
No, Sandy wasn't running that at the time. She was still too young at that time. But, yeah, she ran it later on. I think Sandy started running it in the early 90s or something. She just passed away.
Yeah. I thought that was bizarre that she passed away a few months after her mother. That's really bizarre.
Yeah.
So did you get nervous the first time you went up on stage?
No, I was really too confident. There was a guy asking me if I could do 10 minutes. I was like, 10 minutes? Sure, no problem. Sure, I do an hour. It was too stupid. I didn't know. So the first time I did it, it went okay. The second time I did it was so bad they turned the mic and the light off on me.
Mm-hmm.
And the only laugh I got was when I said, he did say comedian, right? And that's the only laugh I got. But, again, that was at the college campus. But people on campus would spot me and, say, I thought it'd be really encouraging. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, I went to the Comedy Store and they laughed at all the right places. So that's when I realized that the venue is so important. These people at the college, they'd never seen a live stand-up comedian. All these people were singing folk songs,
Mm-hmm.
And so, they didn't know what to do with a stand-up comic, And plus, I wasn't that good in the first place, but still. But once I went to the right venue, then it all started clicking for me.
Yeah. So when you get there in '77 at the Comedy Store, who was there?
Well, the first comics I saw was Skip Stevenson, who I remember. I don't remember the rest, but at that time, they didn't have, to have an open mic. There was only 2 open micers in town. That was me and another guy named Jimmy McGee. There were no guys trying to be comedians, and so they would have to send in a professional show. And Skip is one of the guys I remember, but that's about it, And then I only did it a couple times there. Then I started going to LA, I started doing it at the Sunset Store.
Mm-hmm.
Westwood.
Who was at the Hollywood Comedy Store at that time?
Well, that was everybody. It was Robin and Letterman and Leno and everybody came out. Michael Keaton, everybody.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. I heard he was there. And Mike Binder.
Mike Binder, yeah. Kid comedy. Mike Binder. Mike Binder and I were the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I felt that I was getting a late start. Even though I was 18, this guy was already 18 getting work, So.
Yeah. Jimmy Alec and Tom Sharp and those guys.
Jimmy Alec and Tom Sharp, exactly. One of the first gigs I did on the road in Sacramento was opening for Tom Sharp, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he was a funny guy. He used to do all those donut commercials.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with him these days. I was just asking about him not too long ago. I wonder what had happened to him. I think he's from Michigan. I think he might have went home. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in like 20 years in anything.
Yeah, so he might be out of business.
Mm-hmm. So did you live at Crest Hill?
Yes, I lived at Crest Hill. Yeah, it was Mitzi's, gopher. I'm the one who named Polly the Weasel.
Really?
Yeah, when he was 11.
Wow.
I used to babysit him and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he finally admitted at Mitzi's memorial that I was the one who named him the Weasel.
Wow. Took him a long time.
He was trying to say that Sam or somebody else did, but no, I didn't.
Oh, that's good. He's finally acknowledging it now.
And I was the only one who actually got paid to babysit him. Sometimes, he said, the comics looked after him. No, but I was the only one that actually got paid. That was my job.
Mm-hmm.
I was his mother's gopher. And then when they got out of school, she just transferred me and let me know one day, hire somebody else to do your job. I just want you to, run out with my kids and drive my kids around. And cool.
Yeah.
was a great job. I was 21, you know, Polly was 20. I mean, Polly was 11, 10, 11, you know.
Mm-hmm.
His brother was 13. And, you know, I just had to, you know, hang out with them. I don't know if you ever saw the movie The Toy with
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was hired as, you know, this rich kid's toy. Well, that's what I was. I was Polly and Peter's toy, basically. Chauffeur.
Yeah. I actually interviewed the kid from The Toy not too long ago.
Scott Schwartz.
Yep. He was actually a doorman at the Comedy Store in the late 80s.
Yeah, he was. And he tried to be a comedian. He just wasn't funny. He had no comic talent.
That's funny because he made me laugh a lot on the podcast.
Yeah, there's a difference. And I haven't made you laugh at all, but there's a difference between laughing on the podcast and getting up in front of a bunch of people who paid money to make them laugh. We didn't have it as a comic. And I think you're selling baseball cards and memorabilia now.
That is true. Yeah. So you were there during the strike?
I was there during the strike. Yeah. I used to watch the strike from the rooftop of the Continental Hyatt House, where it looked like it jumped.
Oh my God. Yeah, the first time I went to the Comedy Store, I got a shudder down my back walking down that ramp because I know that's where he landed.
Yeah, that's where he landed. Well, I used to sit up there on that building on the Hyatt House with my feet hanging over the side, smoking a joint, and I'd watch them pick it. And I had that thought, if somebody wanted to make some kind of weird statement, it looks like you can jump onto the roof of the Comedy Store, but it's a total illusion.
Yeah.
And so he got, like, not even halfway there. Yeah, I remember the days in June, I believe it was.
Yeah. God, that's just crazy. How long was it before Mitzi passed you?
It was a couple years. Yeah, it was a couple years. And actually, the night when I showcased for her and all the crew was pulling for me because I was kind of with Binder and Ollie Joe and I think Argus all sat weather, you know, watching my set.
Yeah.
And then she said no. But then on that Wednesday, 2 days later, I started getting spots.
Mm-hmm.
So she said no and yes.
So it was,
but, you know, that's what she did.
Yeah.
But you know, my experience with her and the, you know, in the incident that most, you know, a lot of people know, and one that Jimmy Walker wrote about in his book, Dynamite,
Mm-hmm.
was about when Mitzi fired me because she told me my aura was aqua and it needed to be a light powder blue. And so I thought about strangling her when she told me that, but I knew her that, you know, she just likes to mess with people. You just agree with her. She's on to somebody else. So I just said, you know, okay, I'm going to work on that powder blue thing, the aqua thing. And that's when she was all into colors, and Sandy was teaching the class in La Jolla, comedy class in La Jolla.
Yeah.
And colors were involved. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but, you know, your comedy color, and, you know, they were on to the wacky shit at the time.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I heard she used. Yeah, I heard she used to like tell everybody to like do this, do that. Like she told Jack Raymond that he should be Jackie Bananas or something.
He was Jackie Bananas, and he had to wear that fucking yellow suit. So he went along with it for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, she told all kinds of people wacky shit. She was wacky. You know, people, you know, say all this stuff about her. She's a, you know, a legend and blah, 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 blah. And she knew about comedy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she was wacky. She was some comic's wife. She was some road comic's wife who, you know, fell into that position. You know, her story is really bizarre on its own, you know.
Yeah.
How she became the queen of comedy, you know, so.
Yeah.
No, but she was no shit, you know. She was known for her wackiness. Everybody, you know, used to imitate her and say how wacky she was. I really dug her, you know. I dug her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Despite all her wackiness, you know.
Yeah, I heard she had her good points, you know, and that.
Yeah, well, she was like she could be either Mother Teresa or Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on you know, how she felt about somebody and how, you know, somebody rubbed her the wrong way, then it was over.
Yeah,
you know, and that was, she was the queen of her castle there, and whatever she said went there. You know, and if you didn't like it, you just go someplace else. She didn't have any power anywhere else.
Yeah.
So guys she didn't like Seinfeld and a whole bunch of other people, they just went to the improv, and a lot of guys she didn't like went on to have great careers.
Mm-hmm.
The guys she liked didn't do shit,
Yeah. I've interviewed a lot of comics who were there in the 70s and 80s, and they all tell me that place was like the Studio 54 of Hollywood. There was cocaine and sex everywhere, especially when Sam became hugely successful.
Yeah, when Sam walked in, there was a whole fucking vibe changed in that place. Yeah, when he was hot, when he got hot. Before then, he was just known as the Screamer. People didn't even know his name until he did that Dangerfields, the first HBO thing. Then he became Sam overnight.
Yeah.
But before that, was a lot of mixed, a lot of people walking out and being outraged.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that time it was wild there. It was a lot of, drugs and, sex. And we used to say that we can compete, line for line with those people down the street with the Roxy and the whiskey, all those lockers.
Yeah. All the porn stars and all that stuff. Yeah.
All that. They were all coming into the Comedy Store. Everybody came into the Comedy Store. With Jagger and,
Oh, yeah.
Reynolds and, all those people came in. Pryor, especially when Pryor was around, it was just star-studded,
Mm-hmm.
It was the hottest place in town, and, then it went to a big relapse, and now it's back again.
Yep.
But it will never be like it was. Those days are over.
Yeah, no, not anymore. But I do feel the energy when I go there, and it's just tremendous. Did you get on the Tonight Show or Letterman?
No. I was auditioning for the Tonight Show, and they told me they wanted to see me again in 3 months. I should have pursued it again, but at that time the Tonight Show was kind of getting passé, and Arsenio was getting hot. So I chose to do Arsenio, and I did 5 Arsenios, and then once you did that, they didn't want to see you on the Tonight Show.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just taking what was in front of me, and Arsenio was a personal friend. I was the first comic to do the Arsenio show, as a matter of fact.
Oh. Did you get your own HBO or Showtime special?
No, hell no. I've been on all the shows. I've been just on all the brick wall shows, all the shows that didn't really mean shit.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
To me, they meant a lot to me as a kid watching them, though. But yeah, I mean, by the time that they were popular, the oversaturation of the comedy kind of killed it when people weren't getting discovered anymore.
Yeah, that was kind of those days were passing. But there's so much luck. There's people. There's plenty of Tonight Show shots you never heard of. Like Bobby Kelton did like 50 and shit like that. A whole bunch of people did many, and nothing ever happened to them, their career. But that's the nature of the beast. This is a real capricious business. It's all there's so much luck involved. So much luck, and that's really more important than talent, really. And timing is everything too. Being in the right place, the right time, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between me and comedians now, I have no more ambition. I'm not trying to be famous. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get more work, so I never have to have a day job.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to, I don't give a shit about being famous. And I'm not chasing anything,
Yeah. What do you think of today's stand-up comedy and with, political correctness killing it?
Yeah, that's all bullshit. And, a lot of these comics, these young people, they don't even have any jokes. They go up there and talk about their angst and fuck, but you need some jokes.
Yeah.
You need some fucking jokes, because if you go work in America and they're not buying into your fucking angst, then it's going to be a long night. You need some actual jokes in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't have that. And, but like always, the good ones will rise and then be able to make a living, and the other ones will fall on the wayside. Do something else. Because it's too hard to do, if you're not good at it. You can't make a living if you're not good at it. Even a meager living, then if you get married and have a kid, then you're out.
Yeah, I've been doing stand-up since 2006, and I'm a joke guy, and in the Bay Area where I started, they're all, alternative comics talking about their angst and what have you, and they look at me like, why the fuck are you doing like old school jokes and shit? You should be doing what we're doing. It's like, that's not my style. I don't want people to know, about my angst. I just want to make the audience laugh,
Yeah, well, that all that angst stuff is good too. If people appreciate emotional honesty, but you need some, you need a joke in there. I don't know if you've seen that interview with it's Seinfeld and Louis C.K. and Chris Rock and Ricky Gervais on HBO talking about comedy, and that's what they're saying. I think Chris is saying that you need some Henny Youngman in there. You need to set up and joke. You actually need some type of set up and punchline in your act somewhere. That doesn't mean you have to do the whole thing like that to be Henny Youngman. You need some punchlines. You need to have material you can count on 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be a comic, a nightclub comic, a professional comic, you got to be batting almost 1,000. Okay.
Yeah.
You maybe have a bad night here or there, but if you don't kill, you don't kick your ass, you don't hit a home run just about all the time, you're not going to be rebooked at that club.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if you kill, you might not be. But you need to have something you can count on. And that stream of consciousness angst thing, you can't count on that. If they're with you, then yeah, you can really kill with that stuff. But if they're not, then nobody's laughing. The fuck is that? Where's the joke at?
Yeah. Yeah, just go up on stage several times a night, every night, and then, if you're meant to do this, you'll get good at it. You just got to have the tenacity.
Yeah, you got to have the tenacity. You got to have, you got to be all in. And I was always all in. And then, I've been all in for 40 years now. And there's been a lot of lean years there that, I'm always all in. I've got a phone. And now I work in cruise ships, and that's great. Which is the cruise ship gig is the closest thing a comic has to a retirement plan.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but those are great gigs. They're lucrative, nice rooms you work in, and it's basically just a floating hotel and casino, and it's basically the same crowd that you get in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Fat white people from the Midwest,
Yeah. So you're mostly in New York these days?
No, I'm in LA. I live in LA.
Oh, okay, because you had the New York area code when I called you.
Yeah, I was living in New York in 2000 to 2006, and left all those rooms at that time, and came back.
You needed a change of pace?
Yeah, I needed exactly. Then I was 18 now at the Comedy Store. That's when Tommy took over and wouldn't book anybody but Richie.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted all his old people, because people from my era, they thought he was a fucking idiot. He gave him no respect.
Yeah.
And he had all these young kids kissing his ass and thought he was a fucking god.
Yeah.
And so he once he became an invalid and he got in control, which is unfucking real,
yeah.
He phased out all the people from my generation. Only Argus is there from my generation.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that Tommy guy. I heard, he was just nuts. Now I heard he's running an open mic somewhere in Hollywood or something.
He's a fucking total idiot. We got fired for stealing. I knew he was stealing money too.
God.
That's a new respect. No, that guy's just so delusional, He's completely clueless.
Yeah.
Clueless without any talent whatsoever. I mean, it was bizarre that he got to that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as bizarre as Mitzi getting to that spot.
Well, Mitzi got...
This guy was running the Comedy Store for all intents and purposes for a decade.
Yeah. Well, Mitzi got sick by that time, and, she wasn't thinking straight, she could have done...
She was out of her mind, and he had got that spot. At one time, my only consolation about him in that spot was, he was her caregiver and caretaker, so he had to literally wipe her ass. Take her to the bathroom and stuff like that. She couldn't do that, so he had that job.
Yeah.
And then they got another Filipino caretaker, but I used to think, all right, well, who's got to wipe her ass? That fucking idiot. But then, when he became the man there, then he was missing.
Yeah.
And now he's claiming he discovered all these people and whatever the fuck. I heard he's still out there talking his shit about Lucy. Said he was brilliant and all that stuff. But again, he was just another one of the characters that come and go. I've seen them all come and go the last 40 years, so it was just another footnote.
Yeah, that's sad though. So do you have any upcoming gigs or anything you'd like to plug?
Well, if you're on Carnival Cruise Ship, Royal Caribbean, I'll be out there and working in Vegas and in Reno for the Laugh Factory in July. But yeah, mostly I'm just going to be out at sea. I don't care if I ever work on dry land again.
Yeah. Yeah, the Laugh Factory in Vegas. Yeah.
And I work at the Laugh Factory here. The Laugh Factory. Jamie over there doesn't care what age you are.
Yeah.
But the Comedy Store over there, they're ageist. The only way a guy at my age can get a spot over there if you're famous. But if you're a non-famous over 40 guy, you're not getting a spot at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, which is fucked.
No matter how good you are. There's a lot of weak fucking talent over there. But like Gary Shanley said in the Comedy Store is like high school. I spent 20 years in there. I spent 20 years. That was the heyday of that fucking place. So, I don't care. I haven't got a spot at the Comedy Store in Hollywood in, I can't remember, 15 years.
Yeah.
And I work in La Jolla. I do once a year in La Jolla. They're probably going down there. But that's it. Jamie gives me spots here in town, and then, I just start working on the ship, so, I'm set.
Well,
fuck that Comedy Store.
Yeah, well, it's good that you got, people still advocating you and, fuck everybody else who doesn't, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm blessed that I could still be doing this after 40 years. Most people don't have any job for 40 years. I don't care what line of work you're in. Most people are with the same company for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, I could manage to hang in there. I mean, there are literally thousands of people that have come and gone since I've been doing this,
Yeah.
And, I'm still here. I'm still doing it. And, I don't plan on quitting anytime soon, so.
That's good, Jackson. You're a true inspiration, man.
Well, I'm hanging in there, brother. Yeah, so that's it.
Awesome. Well, I thank you so much, again, for taking the time today. And when I come out to LA, hope I get to see you perform somewhere like the Laugh Factory or something.
Okay, brother. Well, it's my pleasure. And, if you come down and see me, say something.
I sure will.
Okay, Tommy.
All right.
Take care, bro.
Have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, there you have it. Jackson Perdue. Ain't he a cool dude? Thank you so much, Jackson. You really are a true inspiration. I'm glad that, you're saying yes when everybody's saying no, and you got people still saying yes. And I'm glad that your career is continuing because you are one of the greats, and I thank you for your time today. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes!